Hello once again, my wonderful friends. It's time for more Neckbeard stories with your friend Moonhorse. That would be me. This is from Reddit user Skeleton Jackie. Jackie's Bizarre Adventure. Chapter 1. The Great Battle. 2 for the Hand of the Maiden. Hello, people and lurkers of Reddit. I've finally decided to share my countless encounters with neckbeards and nice guys alike. After years of being terrorized by these people, I've decided that these whiny creeps, well, they deserve their spotlight. Warning. First-time poster. Tried to format it my best, TLDR at the bottom. Also enjoys some proof texts of their dickery. This is a collection of tales of neckbeards and nice guys. So let's see the index of the story, starting with the cast. Jackie, myself, at the time of this story, about 15. Due to a large chest and bouncy attitude, I always came off as a bit older, greatly to my sorrow. Thing 1. Clingy nice guy with an agenda. At the time, 19. Thing 2. The backstabber nice guy with ambition. At the time, 18. I'm already a little worried about this one. The story begins in the faraway land of irrelevant information, where your very own narrator was living at the time. Around my city, there used to be a lot of nerdy events happenings, and I used to attend most, if not all of them. I was pretty cute when I was 15, long hair, big bosom. I feel weird saying this about a 15-year-old, so we're going to skip that part. Always wore skirts and outfits, perky outfits for fun. I was a bit geeky, loved anime. I was into a lot of shows and classics, big Transformers fan, comic books as well. Not to anyone's surprise, a lot of people would bother me, thinking they could woo me. Take the maiden's hand, so to speak. Only in this case, the maiden is underage, and instead of a knight, the bridge troll wants to take a crack at it. Ew. During summer, I came in late to one of the events on my own, which meant by that time, a lot of people were bundled up in tiny groups and speaking mildly awkwardly to their own people. There wasn't much going on, so I started to shift myself into different people's group and talk and try to enjoy myself. I needed to kill time. After an hour of joking around, I feel this finger tap my back, and I turn around to see this dude, no taller than me, as I stand at 158 centimeters. I have no idea how many feet that is. You guys are going to have to figure that one out on your own. With greasy, unwashed, lumpy hair and teeth that haven't been brushed in a decade. Gross. He reeked of Dr. Pepper and had an orange smudge on his face, which I assume were crisps of some kind. This thing of a human being was wearing messy clothes. While he did not smell, he did look like the carrier for Black Death for all I knew. I was naive back then, a little bit nicer, because I was used to managing people and being the metaphorical mom, because most of the time people misinterpreted my silence with a desire to listen, when in reality I'm just tuning them out and repeating, "Yeah, I understand." "Hi there," he tells me, as I remember trying to find the words to say, praying he would go away like a bad dream, but in reality, knowing that I'm in a bit of a pickle. "I like your cosplay. A little fan service, eh?" He told me, looking up and down. At 15, I used to dress flamboyantly with a lot of colorful skirts and jackets, low-cut shirts due to summer, and the fact that I sweat like a hippo if I don't. I smile, a little confused and lost, telling him I wasn't cosplaying, which he was surprised at, noting down, "Oh, I'm sorry, you just look so cute. I'm thing 1. For about 25 minutes, I could not shake him off. He spoke to no one else but me. Every time I wanted to find an excuse to leave, he'd tell me, "Oh, don't go, no one else likes me. I'm so lonely here. Please, just keep me company. You're really nice to me. Oh, don't go. I want a little more fan service, please." Ew. To which I would awkwardly smile at. He tried asking me for hugs, but I kept shrinking away like Satan from holy water, keeping my distance. He kept telling me how much he loved Adventure Time, telling me that he lived near but forgot his Adventure Time hat and asked me if I'd wait for him as he goes to get it. My beady little eyes saw my chance, telling him, sure. He runs off, literally runs, like the goddamn speed of sound, leaving a dust trail behind him, and I seized my chance to escape, thinking, that's the last of him. Ha ha! 2 weeks after the event, I'm walking around the city center, minding my own business, when I hear this brisk running from behind. Suddenly, push and tackle me down. Hey, it's you! I hear a familiar brisk voice, and a body rubbed behind me in a half-hug. Ew, grinding its filth on me. Ugh. The hair on the back of my neck stood up. I feel my back arch, and a desire to escape. I turned to see Thing 1 smiling. I greet him and exchange pleasantries and smile. It's like he didn't even change or done anything, as to me he looked and wore exactly the same thing as he did 2 weeks ago. I'm baffled. He was going somewhere, and I suggested he should get going, but insisted he wanted to talk to me, telling me that he, quote, doesn't want to be rude and leave you all on your own. That wouldn't be nice of me. Nice guilt move. He told me he was going to meet his friend and I should come along and it would be fun and they were going to smoke weed with him. I'm 15 and have mild asthma, so no thank you. As I tried to walk away, he followed, telling me how lucky it is that he needed to go the same way. I used every excuse. No luck. We're both heading to the other side of town, which only really has one pathway. While walking, he starts telling me his entire life story, which I did not ask for, and I do not care. I know it sounds harsh, but I don't. He told me about his depression and how no one likes him. He told me about how he tries to be everything for some girls, but they just keep rejecting him. Telling me, I hope you're not like those trashy hags. You're nice and listen to me. To which I just blinked. He told me that before I came along, he was so disappointed with the event, and all the girls were snotty to him, and I couldn't believe it. I thought to myself, I'm going to have to listen to this dribble. I need food. There's a McDonald's nearby, to which I said I'm wanting to go, so he can go. Thing 1 offered to buy me food. He wasn't going to back out, so I took him up on his offer, praying that food would at least shut him up. I did not know how to tell him to get lost. I watched him violently type on his phone as I ordered. After about 20 minutes, this tall, lanky, black-haired dude comes to us with a smug grin and a distasteful look in his eyes. This is Thing 2. The two greeted each other, and the looming realization that my gluttony has brought me despair. Oh. She is a cutie, isn't she? He greets me as I bite into a Big Mac, contemplating if this was God's way of punishing me for accepting free food. He slid down next to me and put his arm around my waist and told me his name, to which I just responded with a blank stare. I like my girls with meat in their mouth, he told me, winking. Ew. This wasn't worth free food, and 15-year-old me agreed. I hope I'm not interrupting a date, said Thing 2, winking at Thing 1, to which my head shot up and spat. Well, I'm 15, so no. They both seemed confused. Really? Well, you look older. Old enough for me to take you to a bar and give you a good time. Don't worry, I'll look over you, says Thing 2 with a smile that still haunts me to this day. Christ. He looked nothing like Thing 1. He was well-groomed, but had that punch-me face. Thing 1 turned red and chuckled, and I began waiting for my chance to escape. As soon enough, my mother texted him to ask when I'm going to be home. Both of them snapped towards me, seeing my phone as some form of holy grail. Oh, can I have your number, cutie? Asked Thing 2, to which Thing 1 agreed. I didn't use text much, as at the time I had only about 500 for free, so I thought to myself, if I give it to them, it'd be no problem, as I was jumping to another contract in 2 months, now with a new number. In order to free myself, I leave the cave trolls, their tribute, and cross the bridge to safety somewhere, anywhere that just wasn't there. Oh, but this is where the drama begins. The kind of drama that still makes me laugh to this day. I was now receiving messages from the both of them constantly and at large amounts. Through this I did find a mutual friend who was just as amused, telling me that 1 and 2 were friends for 5 years. This was the start of it all. They began putting each other down, trying to get my attention, kept going for a few weeks. Thing 1 seemed super desperate, so I decided to pity hang out. I kept texting him and just spoke about games, and he mostly vented about himself for a few days. Thing 2 makes contact. Since this was a long time ago and approximately 5 phones ago, a lot of these snapshots got lost and they only recovered few from Thing 2. Meanwhile, Thing 1 keeps telling me how girls never appreciate him and that he's so grateful he has me, calling me his best friend and his dearest little girl, which was just weird. Yeah, really fucking weird. He kept asking me if I'd ever had someone and was ever interested. Oh god, I hope he's not asking, but I hope he does. To which I constantly told him that I'm 15. Yeah, he was asking that. Okay. He kept insisting that there's nothing wrong with that, and when he was my age, that he had the hots for an older girl, and that's how he lost his virginity. Which I still doubt to this day, as I highly doubt his personal hygiene was any better then than what it was at the moment. He kept saying that he was so great, and then she broke his heart, and countless other girls had used him, and he was just too nice for any girl in this town until he had met me. He told me that I'd be welcome to come to his place sometime so we could hang out, and my parents wouldn't know since he lived right in the city center. Ew. Thing 2, on the other hand, constantly put Thing 1 down, told me how he was just trying to get in my pants. Thing 2 always highlighted how much better he is than Thing 1, and how much more experienced he was, and he would treat me like his little queen. Yikes. Yikes! Constantly, they tried to out-nice each other. One day, Thing 1 confessed his attraction and love for me, telling me that I'm the only girl for him. Bear in mind that neither knew the other was putting the other one down. I'd had enough of this. These two idiots were eating my free text like termites. I sent Thing 1 all the text from Thing 2, and Thing 2 all the text from Thing 1. Let karma take its toll, and listen to the end of events from the mutual friend who told me that they stopped being friends. After this, they both tried to contact me on Facebook, which, no. I'm trying to read these screenshots. Oh, I can kind of read these. Yeah, they're a little fuzzy, but they're going to be the cover of this video, so you guys will be able to see them. I can kind of make them out, so I'm going to try to read them here, though I'm sure you guys have already read them. Should continue comparing our similarities in person. Ew. I don't think text messages could be greasy, but that one feels greasy. How do you take the trajectory in view his courtship? What is courtship? Oh boy. He believes after a period of speaking to a woman, the word relationship means months of friendship and then attempt to take it further. That's his theory. We're just chilling and talking, just like me and you. As far as I know, no courtship. Well, that's not nearly as creepy. I mean, it's creepy, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. But, I will leave you with this one comment before I, give my own 2 cents, as I usually do. The comment here is, breaking 2 pedos with 1 text, and Skeleton Jackie replies, "You feel me? I want to say maybe I was mean to send them to both of them, but the fact they were both literally grooming me and trying to out-groom each other, I thought they deserved it." Honestly, Skeleton Jackie, if you're listening to this, that is supervillain levels of brilliant. Moonhorse is deeply impressed. God damn, that was beautiful. I'm just like, here, fight amongst yourselves. Oh, fuck. Wow, that was quite a ride. Oh, shit. I still don't understand. I guess it's a Neckbeard thing. Maybe all that lolicon weirdo anime shit they watch rots their brain, and they just think like, oh, 15-year-old, that's super hot. It's fucking not, though. Look, I've seen my own metrics on this channel. I realize that there's a number of you who are younger than me and a number of you who are older than me. I don't have anything wrong. I don't hate my younger viewers. But don't fuck teenagers. Don't fuck children. This should be like common sense. What the fuck? You're an adult. Don't do that. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? But the fact that there were 2 of them. I always knew pedophiles traveled in packs. In herds, one might say. I just didn't have any evidence till now. Actually, there's a lot of evidence. I just really wanted to make like a Jurassic Park reference at the same time. But, Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I certainly did. And if you'd like to send me your own story, or any kind of story, doesn't necessarily have to be Neckbeard story, anything fun and weird that you just think would be, well, fun and weird, you can send it to my subreddit at r/MoonhorseStories. I check it every day, and yeah, I'll be there. If you would like to contribute to this show, I do have a Patreon, and I sell t-shirts and shit. The link to all these things, and more, are down below. Check out those links, they're pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna go read some more stories, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you all, and goodbye!